guys! So it's been a while since I've done a video, so I figured I would go on ahead and just give y'all an update on what's going on with me right now. I started a job right out of college. I'm officially an employee now. I passed the 90-day mark that my boss gave us. It's a small business in the medical field, which is why I was so busy. I also have a couple of life changes going on right now that I'm trying to keep up with, and it's really a bit more of a priority for me right now. I'm still writing, I'm still reading, but video making haven't really been a big priority for me at the moment. On the other hand, I have a new phone, so if you're wondering why the quality is a lot better right now, that's because it is. I have a new phone, the quality is better on the camera. It's part of the reason why I'm shooting this outside, because I can actually shoot it outside now. I'm not in West Texas anymore, and it's not terribly hot. I'm back in Austin, and it's been raining, so it's also green and not incredibly hot outside. So anyway, there's just been all of that, and I've been busy, and so some of the books that I've been reading very slowly, like very slowly. I can't remember all that I finished about 2 or 3 months ago, so reviews on those books are gonna have to wait until later. And I didn't have a way to access the Outlander TV show. I haven't finished second season yet. I need to finish it. I finished Game of Thrones. I didn't review it because I didn't have a way to really upload it onto the internet until now, because I changed phone plans and now I have a better data plan than I did back when I was with Verizon. Verizon sucks, just so you know. Look, you might get past coverage, but it's just not worth it. It isn't. Don't get Verizon. It sucks. I'm paying the exact same amount of money for a 24 gigabyte plan with Sprint and versus my 3 gigabyte shared data plan with Verizon. Same amount of money. Not worth it. Telling you, it's not worth it at all. Anyway, so with that being said, that had been a sore spot for me for at least 2 or 3 months into like my job, and into 2 months into my job, and also just 2 months out of college where I don't have access to things like Wi-Fi right now because the situation at my house just doesn't allow for it. So, hence, not many videos until now. I'm gonna try and start getting back into it. I have a lot of stuff that I want to do. I'm also watching my dog. She's an elderly little thing. I'll post some videos of her, actually. I have some. Anyway, so I'm going to start reviewing the books that I've been reading now. A lot of them are on Kindle because I'm back in my room, and I don't have 2 different places to put books anymore. I only have one, and that's my room, and it's not a very big room, and I'm running out of shelf space. So right now, a lot of my books are going onto my Kindle instead of my bookshelf. So that's just what everyone's gonna have to deal with. With that being said, I'm reading a chemistry book. Actually, it's one you can download for free off of Amazon. It's like it's an introduction to chemistry. I'm being encouraged to read it. And I'm also reading A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir. I'm 17% of the way through it right now. I've only just started reading it. I'm also reading My Lady Jane. I'm enjoying My Lady Jane. I can't remember who it's by, but I've been reading My Lady Jane. I've read a couple of book series that I do want to actually sit down and probably reread in the future and give a review on it, but it's by a independent author, and I really enjoyed it, and maybe I'll sit down and read it when her next book comes out. Let's see, what else am I doing? Oh right, I'm also reading Blood of Elves and this is actually a hard book. I got like the 3 of the 4 books in the series, plus all the then there's like 2 books of short stories. I'm not going to get those until I finish reading the series, then I'll read the books with the short stories in them. Anyway, it's been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying Blood of Elves. I can't pronounce the guy's name. He's Polish. It was translated from Polish to English. I can't pronounce his name very well, so I'm not even gonna try. The book's also inside, so I'll show it to you later when I review the book series. I'm just gonna go ahead and review the first 3 books of the series. I figured that'd be faster, and I might actually have the next book after that at some point, so yeah. I tried reading Clariel by Garth Nix. I'm kind of giving up on it because Clariel was not a good book at all. And I know Garth Nix tried. Garth Nix made it a prequel, and it just wasn't very good. It wasn't as good as Sabriel and Lyriel and Aborson. It just wasn't. And so I'm not gonna finish it. Yeah, it's just not gonna happen. So let's see, what else? I think that's it. I've been writing. I've been prepping for NaNoWriMo. I've been prepping for NaNoWriMo since May. Really, I've been trying to kind of decide on what I would do. I have one thing that's actually going to turn into part of a book series, completely, like, pretty much planned out as far as, like, sorry, I'm watching my dog. She's old. I have to keep an eye on her. But I've planned everything except the outline, basically. I also have 2 other books that I've thought about doing. One's a retelling of Swan Princess, and the other is a kind of parody of Phantom of the Opera, but it's also a parody of opera in general, with a little bit less humor in it, but in more serious tones, but it still doesn't take itself too seriously, if you know what I mean. There's a little bit less humor. There's satire in it, but it's not necessarily funny. It's just, you know, you read it and you're just kind of like, oh dear. Like, that's the premise, basically. And I'm still editing Elf Beast. That's taking a while because I don't have a computer right now. I'm basically editing. Everything's on my phone. I'm editing it on my phone. That's hard to do. So that's happening. But I'm slow. It's getting edited. I might start jumping around. I need to finish separating the chapters so I can actually see what I'm doing. But I might start jumping around editing wise and sort of focus on one thing. Like, instead of like doing it a chronological thing, chapter by chapter, just start jumping around. Which might actually be easier than trying to just read through the whole damn thing. But I also have to read through the whole thing anyway, just to write down all the new stuff that I put in there. So, like, you know, document it. So once I do that, I'll probably start doing that and then adding more and making sure I write down everything that I've added. So until that point, that's basically what's happening with me. I'll try to get a review out to you soon. I might end up finishing A Torch Against the Night sooner than, well, it kind of depends because, the next Throne of Glass book is coming out, and I might end up reviewing that instead. But we'll see. We'll see. So I have that, and then I'll probably start kind of like have October be a month of rereads. While I kind of like read one new book, but reread a bunch of other books that I've forgotten that are part of a series, because next year some new books are coming out. Anyway, so that's my plan. Hopefully I'll actually stick to it. Have a nice day, y'all.